Alright, it's time to talk about it, guys. Ghost of Tsushima is getting the same treatment as Helldivers 2. Sony's just screwing over a huge potential player base. 177 countries delisted cannot play the game. How's it going, everyone? I'm Gooshy, and let's talk about it. So if you guys aren't familiar with the whole debacle with Helldivers 2 and Sony, this is what happened. After Helldivers 2 already came out, people are loving the game and the community is thriving. Sony comes out with an announcement that there would be a mandatory PlayStation Network account linking to Helldivers 2. Now the problem is that PSN isn't available in all countries. That means people who couldn't create an account couldn't play the game. Of course, there's the option to falsify your credentials and create a PSN account. But according to PlayStation, if you falsify your information, you could get banned. So what the community did was review bomb the hell out of the game on Steam. So much so I think it got like an 18%. And you know what? It worked. Sony reversed that decision, at least for existing players, but anyone coming into the game would still have to create a PSN. Now, here we are, same situation, but with a different game, Ghost of Tsushima. Now, I've heard there's some confusion, so I just want to clarify things real quick. On May 3rd, Sucker Punch did post a tweet getting a lot of feedback around this issue. Here in their tweet, they say, just so you're aware, a PSN account is required for Legend online multiplayer mode and to use PlayStation Overlay. It is not required to play the single player game. Yeah, so after this, people were kind of relieved, thinking that this wasn't a Helldivers 2 situation. Because of course, it's just a single player. Why would you need a PSN for the single player? However, there has been multiple reports and some proof on Reddit right over here. This was just coming in on May 8th from Green Man Gaming, thanking them for the pre-purchase, but refunding them in full because the product was removed from their store. In the second paragraph, they say, due to an issue beyond our control, the multiplayer modes in Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut will no longer be available to play without linking a PSN account. Of course, this is what we already heard from Sucker Punch, but this new thing is that unfortunately your region is restricted from creating a PSN, resulting in the refund. So really what this means is that even though Sucker Punch isn't wrong, a PSN isn't required to play the single player. Sony is just straight up delisting the games instead. Now if we take a look at the countries that are available to create a PSN, all which are represented in red, only 60 countries can create a PSN. Crazy. And you know what's even crazier? If we go on SteamDB, which shows change this for specifically the Ghost of Tsushima on Steam, and this change right here on May 10th, we can see the purchase restricted countries. These are all the countries that have been delisted and cannot purchase the game. Over 170 countries cannot play the game. Again, even though it's single player, only because you have to connect a PSN. The crazy thing is that Japan was actually on this list for a while. It's one of these unknown country codes, but imagine Japan not being able to play this Japanese game. I'll have this list of all the countries linked down below in the description, just in case possibly one of your countries are listed. At least you can check before you try to buy the game. So that's the updates for now. The question is, what can we do about it? In my perspective, one, I never would imagine Ghost of Tsushima would ever come out on PC, so currently just having a handful of people that play on PC getting access to it is a win. However, it is very unfortunate that people cannot play it. And you know what? We can learn from Helldivers 2. Now I'm not saying we should immediately review bomb the game, because again, it's not Sucker Punch's fault, it's not Valve's fault, it really is Sony restricting these games to these countries. If we take a look at a couple of messages from the CEO of Arrowhead, who made Helldivers 2, we can see that there are efforts to talk to their partners at PlayStation and Valve to get a fix for all these 170 plus countries. He even says getting the account linked took a Herculean effort, which no doubt Sucker Punch had to do almost the exact same thing. So what we really have to do is support Sucker Punch. And you know, if it comes to it, give them the extra nudge that, you know, Sony might need. But until further news, this is all we've got for now. I'll try to keep you guys updated on this subject, and if anything changes before May 16th on release, if you want to stay up to date, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Hope to catch you in the next one, and GG's.